Hello, dear friends of numerology. A nice welcome here in my forest studio. I take you with me a little bit on a walk. Today I want to talk with you a little bit about the universal year vibration that we are in. We are in the middle of the year, or we have passed middle of the year, and it's really interesting to make a small resume about what happened this year in combination with the thematic of the universal year vibration. We are really all in this year. And the universal year vibration, we have this year of the number 4, which results of the addition of the number 2020. 2 plus 2 is 4. So that means we are in a 4 universal year, not to mix up with the personal year vibration, which is really something related specifically and individually to your constellation, and having your own individual thematics and influences for this year. The universal year vibration is more a real broad influence of vibration that is really hitting all the world, and we are something in a kind of a broad common shower of vibrational thematic. And the number 4 is describes the thematic of limitation, of system and order, of manifestation, and everything about fundaments in life. And limitation is the main thematic which I have chosen already in March when the first lockdowns have started. By some intuitive feeling, I thought limitation, wow, this is the thematic. I'm afraid that this year will be probably the strongest expression of the number 4 this year. And well, we are now in the middle of the year, and we see in how many parts of our lives limitations massively have come into it. Some hitting extremely hard, some not. Some others take really now big advantage out of the situation because they are in the perfect spot at the moment where their goods are needed, and the other ones losing their jobs because their companies and their services at the moment are out of business. For me, always is interesting to analyze these universal year vibrations also in a historical context, because some of the universal years, they have really deep impact in our history. Some less, but some more. And some of these years I have compared already at the beginning of this year. And before I even could know what happens this year, I always was stumbling around above the year 1930, which was also a number 4 universal year. And the thematic in this year was, as you probably know, really about the massive economical impact of the big crash that happened in October 29 on the stock market in America and brought a massive wave of economic downspin, hitting all the globe. And I thought something like a bit, yeah, I feel we are experiencing some kind of similarity now, just under a different pretext, under different circumstances, of course, and with a different igniting happening. In this way now, a virus. But what does this help for us? That helps us to recognize what chances we have still this year to get along with this energy. And this energy is really ground oriented. So this is the energy this year that brings everything down to its reality. Everything. It's something you can say something like a result report. Hey, what you have done before, some fight, flight and fancy, something was not built on a solid fundament, okay, it's getting crashed. And this year we getting really a lot of crashes in our fundaments. And the chance is that now this year it will be possible to lay the foundation for a new strong fundament in new parts of our lives, and everywhere there where things are, let's say, not built on really lasting fundaments, there should be a complete rebuild. And also in this year, because the number 4 is the ultimate number of material manifestation, that means this year is also a very good year to lay new fundaments in our lives, even in ourselves, and finding out, okay, when I'm now on the brink to lose something in my life, maybe this year will be a very, very good chance to find ways to build something new on a new fundament that has really the strength to overcome the next long time period in front of us. What is really interesting for me, of course, that the number 4 this year, 2020, is consisting of the 2 number 2s, which are the sub-elements of this year. And the 2 is the number of harmony and of cooperation. That means all our next years, which are in the 20s, they are having the thematics that we have to learn to come together. Not just in ourselves, to combine our 2 parts, but also to become in harmony with everything around the globe, because our problems in the future we solve only together. And this is some of the sub-lessons that we have in there, and especially this year with the 2 zeros as a accelerator energy, it hits very hard. And I can feel this really now in all that worldwide developments, for example, Black Lives Matter, and in extreme dividing, because every energy has 2 poles. You have a plus pole, you have a minus pole, and the 2, of course, is the number on a positive side for cooperation, for harmony, for balancing. On the other hand, of course, for disbalance, for separation, for dividing. So, and I feel right now everywhere is happening a huge dividing, and the number 4 with is rational black and white thinking on the negative side, and not being able to take the gray in the middle or accept it only like, if you are not my friend, you are my enemy, in some kind of way. It getting accelerated, this kind of thing, and you see it everywhere. Immediately something goes to an extreme, and if you are not for this extreme, automatically you are on the other side. And this is what I'm observing here this year really much. But what I see in this year doesn't matter how we still have to go through, and I expect for September a culmination of this energy. Whatever will happen, we have to go through it. But if we have our attitude really focused on that, what will be possible, even if we lose now something, this year is a very good year to build something on solid fundament. And the best fundament that you can build for yourself is always first to get to know you best. And when you have questions like what I could do next, what would fit to me now, really, that I'm doing something in my next future that is really lasting also for me, because I bring my own potentials fully in it, and you want to figure this out, then with a numerological analysis, you will be best equipped to really get to know yourself best. And this I can offer you if you want, and if you're interested in a reading, just contact me, write me an email, and I'm there for you. This was it for today. I hope I gave you a little bit insight into the thematic of the number 4 year. This is not the last one. There will follow some more stuff in the future. I wish you still a nice day. Keep your spirits always high.